BookBOOK Club, and today what we have in store for you is
the Would You Rather book tag.
So this one is kind of self-explanatory. We're gonna read off some questions and we'll pick which we would rather do.
Let's get started.
Alright, number 1. Would you rather read only trilogies or standalones?
Trilogies.
Yeah, I love the standalones. I do.
Yes, I do.
I'm always left wanting more. I'm like,
I always, like, The Unexpected Everything was our July book of the month, and that was a standalone, and it was so good, and I wanted to read more of it. I wanted more Clark.
It ended really well though.
It did.
It wasn't like cliffhangery or anything.
I did really like those.
Yeah. I like the standalone contemporary.
I do. You see a lot of contemporary standalones.
Yeah.
Mostly. Most of the supernaturally or the fantasy ones usually have more than one book because there's a lot of world building and you have to take some time to do that world building, and trust us, it takes time
And a lot of writing.
Any kind of fantasy book. A realistic book, it's already life as is. You already
know what the
know
world is.
They mentioned Target. Okay, I know what that is.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain things. It's just a story of a person instead of an entire.
But yeah, as much as I love standalones, I'm gonna have to go with trilogy.
Although, here's a question because I'm pretty sure it's not in here.
Because does it have to do with duologies?
Yes.
We had this conversation the other day when we had our half-price books adventure.
I don't know how I feel about duologies. I know that they wrap up a series and everything like that just great, but I feel like I still want one more book. You need just that third book just to make it.
I feel like it's not
just to make it.
Yeah, almost
it's
there.
Not complete.
Almost there.
Thank you. Yes, it's almost there, but
missing something.
Not quite. I wanted more Six of Crows.
I know you did.
I wanted more Six of Crows. I needed that.
I'm really nervous about Three Dark Crowns being a duology. I feel like that should be a trilogy. I feel like there's so much that could happen. Next question is, would you rather read only female or only male authors? I don't know that I can specify. I kind of have an issue with this question.
So do I.
It's kind of sexist, and I'm not. I don't really want to specify by female or male authors. I want to specify by the story, by the characters, and by the writing style. It doesn't really matter. I don't happen to have any male authors, but I mean, there's been so many great male authors. I mean, there's Tennyson, there's Tolkien, there's C.S. Lewis.
They're out there.
There's so many good ones that are classics.
I did read some Narnia stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, I just don't happen to have any on my shelf at this moment in time, but I'm gonna have to go with I don't like this question.
Yeah, that's true.
Skip the question.
Here's where Mary and I are gonna disagree.
Oh God. So question number 3.
Question number 3 is, would you rather shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon?
Okay. Here's my discussion.
I'm just gonna go out there and say Amazon because it's cheaper.
Okay.
That's my reasoning.
Good.
Good. And it's so much easier to find stuff. You just type it in and it's almost always there.
Mary will present her side of the argument, then I will present mine.
Okay. No, well, I think you should present yours first, because I'm gonna kind of go both. I'm honestly gonna go both.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike Barnes & Noble, and I don't dislike, finding books at a bookstore. I mean, there is some level of satisfaction of seeing the book, seeing it on the shelf.
Kind of where I was going.
Grabbing the book.
But at the same time, I'm an Amazon addict. Right, guys?
She is.
It's a problem.
I
have that problem, then I became poor.
I'm still poor, and I still have that problem.
Yay!
But, I find such an enjoyment of finding it online and putting it in my cart. And yes, it is cheaper, so I do like that part of it as well.
That's the main plus.
Thank God for Amazon Prime.
I would die with that Prime.
Yeah.
But I love
Giving
going
presents
to the
yourself.
door and seeing the package.
It's like Christmas.
It's like Christmas.
Or your birthday. Or just a day where you get presents.
A present day.
It's just like you go to the door and you open it and you're like,
A package.
package.
You know, it's even better when that happens is when you honestly forgot you had ordered it. And
that
you're like,
never happened.
Never
That's
happens.
happened to me before, only because I don't have Prime, so sometimes, like, I don't forget about it, but I'm like, oh yeah, this thing.
It's a longer period because mine is like 2 days.
Yeah, mine.
I mean, I have a
Literally 3
forgetful
business
problem.
weeks.
I have a forgetful problem, but I'm not that bad.
Okay, so my argument is yes, I love Prime and Amazon and stuff, and I was slow jumping onto that bandwagon. But once I got it, I jumped on it. But,
you jump.
Hanging on for dear life.
But before I found Amazon and Prime, I was a Barnes & Noble addict because I have a Barnes & Noble club membership.
See, that's what I don't have the membership because I can't afford the membership.
Gotcha. Well, I have that, and I'm one of those people that, like Shayna said, I like to go to the bookstore, find the book that I'm looking at, or looking for, pick it up, and hold it up like Simba. Like
She does. It's very
That's
true.
I want that satisfaction.
You think that that's a dramatic?
No, she actually
No, she
does.
actually holds it up like Simba. At one point, her Instagram was pretty much just books in the sun.
Yes, my personal Instagram was books in the sun, holding it up like, I found you, you're mine. And I think one of the first ones I did that with was In the Afterlife. That book, I somehow got so lucky in finding that book in half-price books.
I'm gonna take credit for
Mid-condition.
that. I'm gonna take credit for that because she was so against going to half price books. She was like, I'm not gonna go find it. It's gonna be used. I'm not gonna buy it
It's gonna be a
at all.
paperback.
Yeah, like,
That's her like main piece.
and I was like,
paperback
no,
books.
Mary, why don't we just go and look? Like, there's no harm in going to look. And guess what? She found it.
This is like heaven on
For
earth.
like-
So you're welcome.
For like half the price she was gonna pay at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, like going to half-price books. I feel like half-price books should be in this category.
It should. We just this past week.
We
This
just
past
had a spending spree
this past week
and a
because
half.
by the grace of half price books,
Everything was like
They-
40-50%.
yeah,
off.
they provided me with, because I signed up for their text program thing, and they provided me with coupons for the entire week. It ranged from 30 to 50% off. And Mary and I,
Every day.
we are not even joking. We went to literally like, what was it,
6 or 7
six
half-price
half
books.
price books around our area. We drove to the middle of freaking nowhere.
We drove to Bunny Hell Nowhere.
Really did.
And we went.
And we ended up
What
in
is
a
that
we-
place called again?
Bunny Hell Nowhere. Because I can't
We
say
went
Bunny
to Cedar Hill.
Nowhere. Yeah, we went
That's
to
in Dallas.
Yeah. We went to the outskirts of Dallas.
But the funny
No,
thing,
thank
the
you.
greatest thing about the whole week was when we went to Arlington, and we found.
we found Jack the Ripper.
And let me tell you a story. I know this is sidetracking, but it's really funny. So we're in this half price books. We're just browsing.
It's in like the
And
ghetto.
it really was. It was scary.
It's a sketchy half-price book.
So we're in the half price books and we're just browsing, and I'm down here. I'm down the aisle, and all of a sudden I just hear Mary drop literally everything in her arms.
I was just like,
and I look at her
I
and
had
she's
3
just
books
like,
in my hand.
yeah, she dropped her book.
And I was like,
And her bag and her keys and her phone, everything. She just dropped it all and she went,
and there were only 2.
2.
And this, if you haven't noticed or seen our Twitter account or anything like that, this is our December book of the month, and we are so
Hey!
super excited about it.
I don't think anybody quite understands how excited I am to read this
I
book.
think we understand how excited you are. I mean, you've
I
said
meant
it enough
everybody
times.
else.
Yeah.
She was so happy when it won
The voting that y'all did on our
The
Twitter
poll?
account, she
Yeah.
was so happy. And I was
She was-
happy too. I was
I know.
rooting for Jack.
I know, but
I think
This
her
is
immediate
gonna sound
reaction was
really
just,
weird.
yay!
this is gonna sound really weird. But I find serial killers very interesting.
She's a psychology dweeb, so
I am.
anything that goes into
like
minds.
Psycho.
Mm,
I like how
crazy
your like
people.
head connects to hers right now. Feel like I said, I feel like half price books should be in this category because if you go half price books and find like a good book,
It's so
like in the afterlife, like I did, it was
Satisfying.
the same price as Amazon Prime.
It's like the best of both worlds.
It's the
it
best
really
of both worlds.
is.
It's
But
Barnes
only if
and
you
Noble
find that.
for the Amazon price.
And I was really excited this week because I finally replaced because Mary is an awful person and got me on this addiction to hardbacks. And I had my entire House of Night series almost my entire one in paperback. And I have successfully
Gotten them all in
replaced them
hardcover.
through half-price books.
Thanks,
Moving
half price
on.
books. You rock.
Okay, next one is, would you rather all books become movies or TV shows?
TV.
Yeah.
All the way.
Because
you can put so much
I
more
think it's
detail into a
because
TV show.
I think it's not this like standalone ones, but I think it's because I usually get into such long series
Harry
like
Potter.
Harry Potter and House of Night and Vampire Academy
Throne
for
of
the
Glass.
love of all that is good in this world.
Redo it.
I need a Vampire Academy TV show done correctly.
And
The
you can
end.
just also just you
Serious face.
can fall in love with the characters so much
I would say TV shows.
easier with TV shows than movies. Movies are only there for a couple hours. TV shows you get years sometimes.
I'm going to go against y'all.
Really?
I'm gonna say movies.
Really? Why?
Because I feel like you're right. With a TV show, it would go in longer and more detail with the characters and the world and stuff like that. But I don't want like that cut at the very end. I don't want cliffhangers. I just want one full
we watched.
movie.
I mean, we're down to season 12 of Supernatural.
But-
cliffhangers mean nothing to us anymore.
Well, as far as doing it with books though, you already know what's gonna happen.
That's
It's
true.
just seeing it on the screen.
True.
So you already know how it's playing
okay.
out.
Here's let me amend mine.
If the book to movie is done right,
yes.
it'll be fun.
Let me amend mine. For series, I would say TV shows all the way. Harry Potter, House of Night, all of Throne of Glass, all of them. I would say books like, for instance, The Hunger Games.
They did good with those.
That's a good link for movies.
Red Queen's gonna be a movie. Did you not know that? Oh my god, where have you been hiding under a rock?
Yes!
Oh my god, do you know who's directing it? Elizabeth Banks.
Oh yeah, I did know this. JK.
Okay.
Who is, I know that name. I can't.
Effie.
Effie.
Oh!
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah,
She's
I did know this. False alarm.
Wait.
Would you rather read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week? 5 books per week? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every day of my life.
If
I can't physically read only 5 pages
Yeah,
a day.
that would just be hard. I just don't have the time to read 5 books a week. I don't even have the time to read 1 book a week.
Yes, we know.
It's difficult.
I work a full-time job, so if I had the choice, I would read, and I had like
Well, that's what
no
it is.
job, no like just
You had the choice.
if I could sit at home and do nothing
Not
but read.
realistically. You can't realistically. My mom can realistically read 5 books in a week.
And that's only when she's not working.
I would have to read 5 pages a day.
Well, realistically, we would have to read 5 pages a day.
My dyslexia wouldn't allow me to read 5 books per
Personally,
week.
I would love to read 5 books per week.
Yeah.
You can get through a whole series in 2 weeks, depending on how long it is.
Yeah.
Next is, would you rather be a professional reviewer or author?
Author.
Oh, author.
Author.
Reviewer would be really fun too, because then you'd get to read all these books.
I think I would prefer a reviewer just because I get really bad, writer's block. I mean, I have a lot of ideas
I'm
would love
going
to put out onto paper, but I don't know how to get it there.
Yeah, that's why she has me.
If I could be a storyteller, though, just speaking it.
Because
would be
literally,
one thing.
I word vomit when I write.
I know. These two drive me crazy. Because we have such, literally the 3 of us, we have such different writing styles. I am a hop into any random idea that comes to mind in any place in the book, but I'm also like simultaneously like chronologically this one.
I write in first person.
I know.
That works to an extent, but
Yeah.
you can't do it all
I'm
the
not
time.
I'm not very good at
It
first
gets-
person.
I am for some reason. Like
That's because you read first person a lot.
I do.
I grew up reading a lot of third person.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over, or always read new ones that you haven't read before? This is Mary's life. This is the two of us. I reread books. I always grew up rereading books. I've read Harry Potter. I can't even tell you how many times I read Harry Potter. She doesn't even like to reread books. Unless it's A Court of Mist and Fury.
And then that's just the last.
That one
You know
chapter.
What? You know what though? I've actually gone back to a couple of books.
Really?
Like The Darkest Minds.
When we first started this, she was very, very adamant about, I don't want to reread books. I've already read it.
Yeah. But now that it's just like, well, I need to feel that character again. Like I got done with I forgot what book it was. But I was just like, you know what? I need to go back and visit Liam in The Darkest Minds because I love him and I miss him and I don't know this I just have this feeling and I just need to connect with him again.
Oh, it
So
was
I-
after Evermore. Not Evermore.
I was like, what's an Evermore?
Not Evermore. That.
Oh,
Wonderland.
Everland.
Everland.
Yeah,
I knew there was an Everland.
It was
there.
after I finished Everland. I was like, I need more of him because I loved Pete from Everland, but I was just like, Pete reminds me of Liam, and I need to visit Liam again. So I'm
so
quick.
proud.
I know. But Akamath, girl, I can't even tell you how many times I've reread that. Girl,
If I had to choose, I'd probably go with always reading new ones, just because I don't want to get tired of stuff that I've read.
Fair enough.
oh, you
But
like that one too.
There's just something about having already read something and going back to it and just
I saw-
reliving that.
I saw
and
something on Facebook that said you read the book the first time for the story and you read it the second time for the writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, just going back and being like, oh, I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice that before.
All
Or
the
just
foreshadowing.
Getting all the details that you missed out because you're just trying to get to the end of the book and you want to see what happened. And
Yeah.
you're just like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense now. I had no idea why she was talking about that
Yeah.
earlier. And
You
it's
know-
just...
You know what I'll do is a lot of the times after I finish the book, I'll read the first couple of chapters again, and I'll be like, oh, that makes sense. Because, I mean, I feel like when you first start reading a book, you're like trying to understand everything real fast. And then once you get
You
into
want
it,
to get finished and you want to know what happens.
it's
You
like,
wanna
wait,
know the big
let me
things.
go back and just like reread the first couple of chapters, and it's like, oh, okay. I did that with 3 Dark Crowns.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
remember how difficult of
She
time
was
I
so
had.
confused.
I was so confused in the beginning, and I was just like, you know
I
what? Now I'm gonna reread
understand.
this.
Yeah.
And it's gonna. It
Okay.
made sense.
Well, I think I like the read new ones every time, just because I agree I don't want to get tired
Yeah.
of the story. Like, for instance, for Harry Potter, I had to wait a certain amount of time. I can't tell you what that time is. It's just a time. Before
Years.
I reread it, because I don't want it to be like really fresh in my brain and get tired of it. I kind of want to be able to take it in a different way. Would you rather be a librarian or bookseller? I would definitely be a librarian. My grandpa, who just passed away this past summer, was a librarian at a seminary. He was the dean of libraries. I grew up in libraries. Like, it was my second home. I ran around that thing like a playground.
So you'd be a librarian.
I would absolutely totally be a librarian.
I think I would go with librarian too, because I think it would be more fun to rent out books as opposed to selling them. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I think there's some like a different environment when it's just like giving people books because they love books and sharing that knowledge with people as opposed to selling it for
Yeah,
the money.
I feel
doing
like-
this job because it makes money. I mean, you'll still get
Yeah,
paid
I
at the
feel
library,
like librarians, there's a certain aspect of knowledge and sharing that knowledge and helping with the knowledge that bookstores don't always have.
And I think there's more like of a relationship between the readers and the librarians that you can connect more I don't know.
and stuff.
I feel like if I was gonna pick between the two, it would be a librarian, just because I would want the experience with the customer. I wouldn't just want to be like, here's your book, thank you, goodbye, have a wonderful day, next. I wouldn't want to do that.
As much as we love bookstores,
Yes.
by the way, we
But
love them.
I would want that. I would want that interaction and stuff.
Yeah,
with-
I mean,
with the
I would
person.
love. I mean, especially if I could be a librarian in like a school. Would you only read your favorite genre, or every genre except your favorite?
But I like a couple different.
Say that again. Oh my god. Would you?
Would you rather only read your favorite genre, or read every other genre except your favorite genre? See, that was my reaction. I think I'm gonna say.
Well, there's a couple different genres I like though. So is it?
Wait, is it specific genres or broad genres? Because if we're going broad genres, I'm gonna go with fiction.
So is it fiction versus nonfiction? Because I'll just choose fiction.
Fiction.
Nonfiction can go away.
That's a trick question.
See,
Well, it says genres. So
would you only? No, it says
Oh.
genre.
every genre except? So I'm
Only read your favorite genre.
I think I would just go with only read my favorite because
Even if it is
Yeah.
you know, more specific than that, my favorite genre is fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy.
And
Yeah.
as much as I love the contemporary, I mean, obviously I loved Unexpected Everything. There's a lot of everythings. Sarah Dessen, like, as much as I love the contemporary ones, most of my bookshelf
That's fantasy.
is all up in fantasy.
All up in there.
So-
Same with mine. It's like all high fantasy stuff. So
the
yeah, my
books that I
favorite.
get the most like obsessed with are fantasy.
So I'm gonna go with choose only
My favorite.
my favorite genre.
Same.
Our last question is, oh, this is easy for me. Would you rather only read physical books or ebooks?
Physical. I need that hard copy in my hand. I need to sniff it.
There's
what
something
I need.
about
Pepperoni and
Well,
cheese, amen.
there's just something about physically turning the pages
Turning the
and seeing
pages.
how much you've
Feeling
gone
the
through.
pages.
I mean, you can still, even if you're reading ebooks, you can see the number, but it's not quite the same. You
The
can't.
number changes with however big font you have.
That's true.
So,
But seeing
like-
that you've read 500 pages out of 725 is different than seeing you've read 500 pages out of 725. There's that much left. It's just.
So I'm gonna
cool
break it
and-
down for you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Would you rather read physical books
Or
audiobooks?
No! Why did you do that?
I know you were gonna go there.
Because it's Mary.
If nobody knows, I'm obsessed with audiobooks.
Because you're dyslexic.
Because I'm dyslexic, and
I like
it just-
audiobooks
I like
too.
people reading. I like people reading to me, and it's the fastest way that I can read books. That's the only way I got through 5 books in the month of October
That's
was
how-
doing audiobooks.
That's how I got through almost all of the front of glass stuff so quickly. It's just because audiobooks. But I love.
Why would
I
you
love
do this to me?
If I don't
What
have the
are
time,
you doing?
audiobooks are fantastic. But I love physical copies.
I don't like audiobooks. I just don't. I mean, I loved my mom and my grandparents reading to me as a kid.
That's different.
But
though.
growing up and like starting to read chapter books, I don't like hearing other people's voices.
Sometimes it takes too long too.
I
Like,
don't. Well,
I can
it's
read
not
faster
just. It's not just that.
than
Yeah, I
listening
can
to
do
it.
that. I know you can't, sweetie. But like, I don't like hearing other people's pronunciation of the name. I don't care if it's wrong or right. Cause it's still Manon.
Manon, and it's Katarine.
It's Catherine.
It's Katarine.
Catherine.
Manon.
I mean, there's something about, you know, having that thing in my brain. I mean, I know it's Manon. I know it. But there's something about reading it for myself and coming up with my own pronunciation that personalizes it for me. And I don't like hearing other people's voices like, I have my own, I have a very, very active imagination.
Yeah, I can get absorbed in the book so much more.
Yeah.
Like,
See, I just like hearing my own character voices in my head and seeing it all play out in my head, and I just don't want somebody else ruining that.
Well,
It's a personal experience between me and the book.
I'm having a mental breakdown right now.
You are. It's a personal experience between me and the book. And when there's an audiobook involved, it feels like somebody is intruding on my book time.
With the audiobook, sometimes I have the issue of my mind will like get distracted by something that I just heard, and I'll go off on a tangent, and like 5 minutes later, I just missed an entire chapter. What just happened?
Come on, honey.
Okay, so here's my question. Audiobook or reading a book? A physical book? Reading a physical book
Like,
or audiobook?
Only listening to people read to you,
Here's
or
what-
having the physical
but
copies
here's-
to read. That's what you gotta choose from.
Physical copy every time, every day of my life. Every life
If I could have the physical copy but still read the audiobook.
Nope.
Nope.
But I need that physical copy on my bookshelf.
No. You can have the physical copy, you just can't read it.
Oh. Audiobook.
I'm surprised it took you that long to get to.
Audiobook. I'm gonna go audiobook.
What if
I can still have the book,
what if I said you can't have the book?
then I would choose book. I feel like audiobooks for me, like because I work a full-time shift, it's easy for me because when I drive to work, I listen to audiobooks. 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back home. My 30-minute lunch, I'm listening to an audiobook. And you know, that's the quickest way for me to get through a book. But I feel like there's some audiobooks that are just worth the read. Worth the listen to, like Six of Crows audiobook. I highly recommend, and the Illuminate series, I highly recommend. Those two are the ones that are so worth listening to. If you haven't read those, you should definitely check those out. And that was our Would You Rather book tag.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
Give us a thumbs up and comment below on what you would have answered.
I'm Mary.
I'm Shayna.
I'm Elizabeth.
And we're Nerdy BookBOOK Club, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
And that was our book newbie tag. Oh, no, it wasn't. I'm drunk. I'm so tired. I need to go to bed.
It's 10:30, Mary. It's not that late.
I'm exhausted.
You old woman.
Old woman.
Go.
Go.
Oh, I thought you were starting the...
Okay, I'll start over. Okay.
Okay,
No.
pause.
It was terrible.
Where are you going?
Why?
to go potty.
Oh.
We've gone off on so many tangents for this
Hi,
video.
I'm Mary.
I'm Elizabeth.
And Shayna's no longer in Nerdy BookBOOK Club.
She's no longer one of us.
She went to
Even
poop.
though we've got the shivers.
Hashtag Nerdy BookBOOK Club.
No, that is not even a little bit hashtag for us.
Y'all seriously ended it without me?
No.
No.
I'm about to get so pissed at you.
I mean, yeah, it stopped recording.
No.
Your face just then. I wish I'd taken a picture.
You were so mad looking. Did you seriously end the video without me? I'm so mad.
If she cursed, she'd be like, y'all bitches.
Anybody burped in this video?
Yeah, she did.
I
Okay.
know, 3 times. Maybe that was the last one.
Did anybody burp in this episode?
No, that was the last one. I didn't burp in this video. I did, but not like out loud.
Yeah.
It's a new record. None of us burped in this
None
video.
of us burped.
Blah, blah, blah.
Let me do my thing again, okay?
Someone burp.
Yay! I think that was your
Gotta keep the
first
streak.
burp.
It was kind of
Thank
weak
you.
though. You need to work on that.
Yeah, you need to work on that. It's because I pooped.
You got all your
queen.
gases out too early.
Yeah.
Bye!
Cool.
Did we do poses for this?
Yes, we did.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Yeah, there's your burp right there. Yeah.
That will be the ending.
To
this
end
video.
all endings is Shayna's burp.